So here's my setup for the Fool's Loop. A Kona unit, single speed, 34 tooth chainring in the front, 17 tooth in the rear. I'm using like Shimano type pedals, clip in on one side and regular platform on the other side. Very useful for those times when I wanted to wear my sandals, just riding through water and didn't want to get my shoes wet. But later on I wound up losing my sandals, unfortunately, and then just not worrying about getting my feet wet anyway. And here I usually carry on average I would carry 3 liters of water. So I'd have one down there, a smart water bottle, and 2-liter smart water bottles in here. I kind of like miss my my Surly Ogre because it had like a bigger rear triangle, so I can actually use these other water bosses. But because this triangle is such a small triangle, it's not very useful, these water bosses with that bag. So in the future I'm thinking about just getting a full bag, a full triangle bag. I just didn't feel like that wasn't in the budget for this trip, so maybe next trip I'll have like the full triangle bag and be able to use that extra space that I'm not using in there. Right here I keep my food bag. I would usually keep like quick stuff to grab, quick energy type stuff in there, like trail mix, Snicker bars, gummy bears, and power bars and stuff like that. I keep like the quick stuff that sometimes you can like just eat while riding, In the front I keep my my extra stuff bag, the Handlebar bag. I keep my extra water bottles. So for like times where I needed to carry more than just the 3 liters of water, I'd have these other 2 liters on there that I could fill these up, and one I'd put in my seat post bag, and then the other one I could put in my backpack. And then I keep my electronics in there, my toiletry bag, my first aid kit bag. I keep a water filter in there. Let me see. Yeah, I was using the Sawyer Squeeze Mini on this trip for my water filtration needs, which was fine. There's plenty of water actually to filter. Also on the handlebars I keep my tent poles separate right there, and I use a Cedar Summit compression sack. I've been using these things like for every bike tour since like one of my first bike tours. I keep my sleeping bag in there, my inflatable sleeping pad. I keep an inflatable pillow, and my tent and tarp goes in there. I'd show you, but it takes forever to get everything in there. So it's highly compressed. Cedar Summit compression sacks, definitely recommended. Waterproof, it just keeps everything dry. They're great. And here's my tool bag basically. So I'll keep my lube is in there, my Crank Brothers multi-tool, which has all the Allen keys I need, screwdrivers, and a chain breaker on there, which is very useful just in case. I also carry extra links in there in case something did happen to my chain and I had to like if a link got broken, I can add on an extra link. I keep matches in here. I never did use those. I mean, I wanted to like make a fire, but usually by the end of the night I just want to like, what happened was I just set up my tent and go to bed, or just relax in the tent. I keep plugs. I went tubeless, so I did bring some tubeless repair kit. I also have a needle in there for sewing. I brought dental floss in case I needed to be used as thread, as well as keeping my teeth clean. Tire lever is in there. Tools on me was my pocket knife and my Leatherman little pocket tool. Alright, in the rear I kept my clothing. I didn't bring too much clothes other than like the clothes that I'm wearing. The other clothes were mainly for camping in, basically. I brought a down jacket, a beanie hat. I brought my buff And I also brought a down vest as well, because I was expecting some really cold nights, and I wound up sleeping in all that stuff while I was camping. Other than that, yeah, I had like an extra pair of socks and an extra pair of underwear, but for the most part I've been wearing like the same thing every day, which is fine. I would hand wash it whenever I could. I just like to be packing light as far as clothing goes. So that's my setup. Also, I did bring a backpack, mainly for getting the drone was in there. Also, I'd bring extra food items in there, and also it helped me when I'd had to carry extra water out of Blood Basin, which it turned out that I didn't really need to carry that extra water because of all the streams and stuff to cross, all the natural water sources. Also, I brought a cable lock when I got to Phoenix for those quick in and out of the stores, not having to worry about my bike getting missing. So yeah, that's the setup for Foos Loop.